Okay, so once you install SourceTree and you have to create an Atlassian password for Bitbucket or GitHub, or yeah, so create that. Make sure you have access to your Atlassian whatever account. Once that is complete and you've got access to it, register for whichever you want, Bitbucket or GitHub. And then afterwards, we're going to go ahead and open up SourceTree. You're going to go to Tools, Options, Authentication. And I kind of had to mess around with this a little bit. But basically, you want to add and then you want to refresh your authentication, and then it's going to do some browser thing. Anyway, you want to make sure that keep adding, keep resetting wherever until you get this kind of display where it says your account name at whichever majig you want to host it at. Keep going until it does that. It looks like exactly like this, and then you're basically set up. So say that you already have files for your project, right? So let's take one of my side projects or whatever, old projects, for example, I guess, as to how you would go about adding your repository to an existing thing. So say that I want to create a repository for, I don't know, rotating falling blocks. Something really stupid, but here it is. I've already got files in there. Now, if I go ahead and just create a new tab, and I have a few options, but we're going to just focus on create, and so create new tab and create. And then if I choose create a repository and browse, I go to files, Unity backup, project, and then rotating falling blocks. Select that folder. If I click create right here, it's going to give me an error message saying that there's already files in there. I don't like that. So what you want to do is, instead of that, basically, so we're just going to lowercase the name here real quick. So rotating falling blocks, create a repository on account, so you have the option to remote it. So here I have both websites. So I'm just going to go with Bitbucket for now. So here, if I go to repository, there's nothing at all, right? So here, create. Oh, invalid slugs. Slugs must be lowercase. Whatever. Anyway, so that didn't work. But if I come over here and refresh, it didn't work. Okay, let's just try GitHub real quick. What does that say? Aha! That's better. Files already exist. Okay, so now if I go to GitHub and I reload, rotating falling blocks, it's here. Just going to go ahead and delete that real quick. So I just wanted to show you a quick example of the error. So basically what you want to do is you rename this to 2, new folder, and then rename, new folder, rename. There you go. So you create an empty folder with the name of your project. Empty folder, yes. Name of project, yes. Great. You go over here, rotating falling blocks, GitHub, description is private, create. I wasn't able to create remote repository. Why? Does it think that it's still there? It worked a few seconds ago. Project, git, failed to create repository. Okay, let's just do this then. No, okay, not private. Okay, private, it didn't like private for some weird reason. Okay, so the private thing was the error. Okay, so here we go. We created the repository. We've got the thingy majig here, rotating falling blocks. Great, awesome. When we come over here, nothing to commit. Open an Explorer. As you can see, there's a Git file and rotating falling blocks. Great. So now you want to go ahead and close SourceTree, minimize this. You go over here, copy your Git file into rotating falling blocks 2. So Git file is going to be a hidden file, so you want to make sure that you can see your files, your hidden files. So rotating falling blocks is empty. Go over here, rename, enter. Thank you very much. You can now close this. Let's go ahead and reopen SourceTree. And there we go. Rotating falling blocks now has items in the unstaged files, right? So unstaged files is right over here. So now you want to commit your files. We're already in the commit window. Stage all. I got an error message for a second there. Okay, so there you go. This is there. Stage all. You have a few commit options. You can push changes immediately to. I'm not entirely sure what that means. So anyway, let's go here. Initial commit. Commit. There you go. So now in the branches, we've now got a master where we can see all our files. It's very nice. Okay, so this is there. Thank you very much. You can push it. So push to the repository, rotating fallen block. Push this, master, push. Now, I hope this doesn't glitch. I just gave it to you. Okay, there you go. Master, original master, branches, everything worked out. Great. So now if I come over here at the GitHub and I click on rotating falling blocks, we can now see my assets project settings, Unity package manager. I can go to assets and I can see my files. So rotate, wrong file, rotate.cs. There you go, systems collection. It's all over here. Thank you very much. Everyone now has access to my silly, rotatey, blocky thingy majig. And okay, so there you go. Basically, this is it for that. How the fuck? Is it over here? No, I'm already on my profile. Okay, there you go. GitHub. So my repository is trajectory, rotating falling blocks. Okay. So I've been having issues with Bitbucket, so just focus on GitHub, I guess. But yeah, basically commit is your local repository, push is your remote repository, pull will take the script from your remote repository and bring it into your computer, and fetch, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Branch, you can create a new branch. The new branch will be like, say, I don't know, prototype, I don't know, mechanic. There you go. Create a branch. So working copy of parent, specified commit. So you can specify what commit you want and all that stuff. But if you want just the latest, it will be that one. Create the branch. So now I've created a new branch, the prototype mechanic, and if you come over here to the master. Because we haven't done any other commit, we won't see any differences, but basically this is a new branch. But if we come back to the master, it'll show it like in a different direction. And then you can either merge your prototype mechanic into your normal branch, or you can discard it. So I'd need to go and do like a change or two to that file, and then do a commit under prototype mechanic by double clicking on it, making sure that it's selected with the little 0 right there. So you do a commit, and then it's going to do a different branch under master. It's going to like basically do like in this picture. There's going to be a up and a side, and the prototype mechanic is going to be a sidey thingy majig, side line. So basically this area is where you can prototype things and all that stuff. You go crazy with your code. If it breaks your entire thing, you don't care because you have a working copy of your code over here if you fuck up real bad, which you can always revert to. And yeah, basically that's basically it, man. So create repository. If you already have files in your thingamajig, rename your thing, create a new folder with the same name of the thing, and then yeah, make sure that you've logged into your Atlantean thingamajig for whichever repository you want to use. GitHub doesn't like is private, and create, and bam, everything works. It's great. Enjoy, my friend.